Pastor Paul Enenche has apologized to the lady he embarrassed at his church on the 14th of April, being yesterday, Sunday. You can see the lady, Pastor Paul Enenche, and his wife. You know, when I presented this video earlier today, so many people were attacking me that Pastor Paul Enenche do not need to apologize. But you can see what is happening. Pastor Paul Enenche has apologized because he is a listening pastor. He is not a pastor that has pride. You know, Nigeria dig deep into this lady's profile, and they found out that the lady was not lying. So Nigerians demanded that Pastor Paul Enenche should apologize, and the pastor never hesitates. This is what so many pastors cannot do. Now listen to the apology from the Dunamis International Church. An official statement on MS Anyim Veronica Nnenna's testimony. A scenario was created on Sunday, the 14th April 2024 at the Glory Dome, the global headquarters of Dunamis International Gospel Centre, when MS Anyim Veronica Nnenna came out to testify of how God helped her to graduate from the university, thus making her the first person to attain that feat in her family. These were the immediate triggers for the said scenario. First, listening to the testifier's expressions as it borders on basic spoken English conveys the impression that the minimum standard expectation of a graduate, especially a graduate of law, was not met. Second, stating that she studied law for 10 years begged the question of what her degree actually was. Third, she was unable to state exactly what the correct degree was for law, which is LLB. Rather, she said it was a BSc in law, which is largely unknown as a law degree in Nigeria and possibly globally. These prompted the senior pastor, Dr. Paul Enenche, to stop the testimony immediately as a product of a lie. However, relief came when it was later confirmed that she actually graduated from a university. It must be pointed out clearly here that embarrassing the testifier publicly with the attendant media frenzy was never intended. Whatever happened was under the spur of the moment. The action of the senior pastor was rather based on his and the church's aversion to seeming mediocrity and any appearance of untruth. While we remain resolute in our passion for excellence, intolerance to mediocrity and falsehood, we wish to reiterate the fact that no harm or hurt was ever intended by the senior pastor against MS Anyim Veronica. The senior pastor feels deeply concerned and had already reached out to her. As a commission, we regret every inconvenience, hurt and embarrassment this unfortunate scenario has caused to MS Anyim Veronica Nnenna. We remain committed to her physical welfare as well as her spiritual growth. God bless us all. Signed by Sylvester Edo, personal assistant / secretary to the senior pastor, Dunamis International Gospel Centre. Wow! Kudos to Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche and wife. You can see them with Veronica. You can see them. You can see them. The lady at the center is the lady in question, MS Anyim Veronica Nnenna. You can see how happy she was. Remember when I presented this video or this report earlier, I said something. I said Pastor Dr. Paul Enenche would have allowed her to exhausted all she was saying before he comes to the final conclusion, but he never did that. He called her a liar, but you can see it. People went to dig the profile of this lady and they found out that this lady was not lying, that actually she graduated from National Open University and they do offer BSc in law. So you can see that Pastor Paul Enenche is somebody that listens to people. He found out that he made a mistake and he came up with a statement which you can call an apology. That was what I led to you guys earlier. Thank you, Pastor Paul Enenche. I wish other pastors can emulate you, because so many of them, they don't listen to advice. Even when they are erring, they think they are semi-God. They never listen to anybody. But thank God, Pastor Dr. Paul Enenche and wife, they have a listening ear. I am very happy.